Hey guys, it's Sam here from Song 101, and in this video we're going to be looking at how to use repetition in your songs without it getting boring for the listener. We're going to look at a couple of examples and bring in a couple of techniques which you can use in your songs to help you out if you're ever in a tricky situation where you think the song just gets a little bit boring. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. We do videos like this every Friday about songwriting to help you and help us all grow as songwriters. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Let's go. Okay, the first thing we need to ask ourselves then is, why would a listener get bored with our songs? Why would they not want to listen to it all the time and just think it gets more and more amazing every single time? The answer is repetition. The more you repeat something, the more boring it gets. The more you repeat something, the more boring it gets. You don't want to hear me say it a third time, do you? It's the same with a song. If you're repeating something 3 or 4 times, i.e. the chorus, it's got to be different somehow, or else it's just going to get more and more boring. So how can we keep the chorus the same but make it more interesting? Well, the key to this actually is not in the chorus, it's in the verse. You can change the verse, i.e. from verse 1, 2 and 3, in order to tee the chorus up in a different way so that it shines in a different light. And we're going to use an example for this. We're going to look at the Pina Colada song to begin with, also known as Escape by Rupert Holmes. On the surface, this is a really kind of cheesy pop song. It's a song about pina colada, a fruity drink. That's what it appears on the surface. Actually, this is one of my favourite songs because it does this technique so well. If you listen to the lyrics, in the first verse he says, "I was reading the paper and I saw this ad and it said, if you like pina colada and getting caught in the rain, give me a call, let's have an affair." That's essentially what happens in the verse and the chorus. They're not the lyrics, that's just me summarising. The second verse, he says, "So I gave her a call and I said, yes, I like pina colada and getting caught in the rain." Now you can see it's the same chorus, but it's got a different meaning. The first time it was her talking to him, the second time it's him talking to her, but the same chorus. In the third verse, this is where the magic happens because there's a lovely little twist in it as well. He meets up with this woman that he's planning to have an affair with, and he realises it was his wife all along, and she realises it was him, and they both say to each other, "I didn't realise that you like pina colada and getting caught in the rain." So you can see that even though the chorus is essentially the same every time it comes around, the verses give it different meaning. And this song specifically does it with something that I like to call the you, I, we formula. I didn't come up with that phrase, I read about it in this book. It's called Writing Better Lyrics by Pat Pattison. I highly recommend, if you're into songwriting, give it a read. It's well worth your time. I'll leave a link down below so you can take a look. The you, I, we formula though, that it's essentially, if you've got 3 sections in your song, the first one, it could be verse, verse 2, bridge, or verse, verse 2, verse 3. The first section is going to be about you. So it's written from the perspective of someone else, or someone else is interacting in a way. The second section is written from the perspective of I, as in yourself, and the third one is written from the perspective of we, us, collectively. And that's exactly what this song does. It says, you wrote this ad in the paper which said, if you like pina colada. I wrote back and said, yes, I like pina colada. And then we got together and realised we both like pina colada, getting caught in the rain. What a happy coincidence. So that's the you, I, we formula. Now this comes under another branch, which is essentially just the change of perspective. That's what's happening that makes the chorus more interesting. It's changed perspective. So you can do it with you, I, we, or you can just do it from you to I, or you to we, or he to us, or something. I don't know. I'm going to do one more example for this, which is Ciao Adios by Anne-Marie. This changes the perspective in the pre-chorus. It's really, really effective. It keeps the lyrics the same. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, I've got the lyrics of the 2 pre-choruses here, and you'll see by just changing the pronouns how much difference this has. So, you used to take me out in your fancy car and make out in the rain, and when I ring you up, don't know where you are, till I hear her say your name. Used to sing along when you played guitar, that's a distant memory, hope she treats you better than you treated me. So we've got this idea of she had a really good relationship with her boyfriend, He used to take her out in the car, play guitar and all that stuff, until she came along and ruined it all. Then in the next pre-chorus, it changes the pronouns and gives it a totally different meaning, but it's still the same words. So this goes, and now you take her out in your fancy car and make out in the rain, and when she rings you up, she knows where you are, but I know differently. Now she sings along when you play guitar, making brand new memories. I hope you treat her better than you treated me. How clever is that? We just change all the me's for her, and it just has this effect that the song has gone somewhere. Okay, that's our first technique, which is changing perspective. The second technique we're going to look at is changing the tense. Again, think about it in sections. If we've got 3 sections, we can go past, present, future. So it could be verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, verse 1, verse 2, bridge, whatever you feel like doing. Okay, let's do a quick example with a very simple, easy, cheesy love song. I literally came up with this as I was doing another take earlier. It would be a song called Butterflies, and it's about falling in love. So let's imagine the first verse is written in the past, and it says, when we first met, we did all this cool stuff together, and I got butterflies. There's the chorus. Second verse could be, and now I'm thinking about proposing to you and getting married to you, and I'm really nervous and I've got butterflies. So we can see how it's progressed there. The third time in the future, it could be, I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you and do all this cool stuff together. I'm so excited for it. I've got butterflies. It's the same chorus, but 3 different meanings because we're going through the tenses. Okay, that's the second technique. The third technique we're going to look at is just upping the stakes, making everything bigger, making the chorus mean more, because the verses develop the story in a way where things are getting heavier. I'm going to show you what I mean in an example again. This is She Said by PLANB. So in the first verse of this song, he meets this girl and she wants to sleep with him, and he says it's just because I'm rich and famous, and she said no, it's because I love you boy, I love you so. That's the chorus. She said I love you boy, I love you so. Then in the second verse, he goes on to say he's now in court pleading to the judge and the jury because she's accused him of rape, and his plea to the judge and the jury is, she said I love you boy, I love you so. So we've got the same chorus, but the stakes are so much bigger. At first she's just saying it. In the second verse, he's in court and everything's built up. Now he's also changed perspective there because it's now him saying it to someone else, so we've kind of got a double whammy there. But you'll find when you use these techniques that they do overlap. Sometimes you just end up writing past, present, future, but you also change perspectives and stuff like that. Okay, that's our 3 techniques then. Let's recap. We've got changing the perspective, changing the tense, and upping the stakes. And sometimes you'll use more than one in the same song, but they're the 3 which can get you out of a tricky situation. Okay, I want to ask you, can you think of any songs which use any of these techniques? Can you think of any songs which use repetition really effectively? If you can, please let me know in the comments. I love listening to songs like this, and I would love to just look at them with that lens and say, ah yeah, they're doing that. So if you can think of any, please let me know. That'd be wicked. And that's it for today. I hope you've learned something from this video. If you have, please hit the like button, and if you want more like this, please hit the subscribe button. We do videos like this every Friday. Until the next one, I hope you keep writing, hope you can use these techniques, and I'll see you soon. Adios.